Hello there, it's me again. Okay, in my previous video I was talking to you about Omar Khadr, and you know that that man does not deserve to be a Canadian. He was born in Canada, but that does not mean he's a pure Canadian. He's not a pure Canadian because his father was from Pakistan, okay, and he was working for Osama bin Laden. Omar Khadr, you know, you've been between here and Pakistan all the time because you are learning how to fight in war, okay? So this is why I'm saying that you're not a real Canadian, because a real Canadian don't do such thing here, because the real Canadian don't get trained by Islamists, don't get trained by terrorism, you know. Now you want to go to Saudi Arabia. If you go there, we can be sure, as Canadian, we can be all sure that you won't be coming back to here in Canada, that you will be living with your family there, okay? I don't think your family is here in Canada, but your family might be from Arabi Saudi, and then you're going to go there, you're going to go visit your sister, and then you're going to stay with the tourism, okay? Because all the tourism are in Arabi Saudi. And I have many proof of it. I have many proof of it, you know, because I have many videos about Arabi Saudi, about how they're treating their women there, about how they're treating people with the freedom of speech. You know, in your country, Arabi Saudi, people there don't like the freedom of speech. Contrary, here in Canada, the freedom of speech is our main concern, because this is the only way we are using to say our rights, to say our ideas about how a government could be crooked or fair or bad or good or any fucking name you want to give it to, you know. Because myself, as for government that we had in Canada, they all have been bad government, especially the one from Mr. Pierre Le Trudeau, then Mr. Jean Chrétien, the crooked mouth, and then Mr. Paul Martin, and then Mr. Dion, and then Mr. Harper. I might be forgetting some people, but you know, I'm just taking the one that I have in mind so far. Mr. Harper was the worst one, because he's the one who threw the veterans almost outside our country, because he didn't want to forget about them. I'm assuming that Andrew Scheer will be doing the same fucking shit, because Andrew Scheer already voted against something for the veterans in Canada. Okay, Mr. Andrew Scheer had voted against. This had been already published in one of my email. You can always go back in my email, but the thing is, I have them all here. If you want them at certain date, just let me know, then I will repose them all, because I got all the emails that I have sent, because all the emails are in Word format for myself, because you know, they could have been in Outlook, but the thing is, once you lose Outlook and you install it, you lose everything, you know. But Word document that I have put inside of my USB hard disk, external USB hard disk, I have all those files there. They're all there, and they're named by date. So this is why, if you know a date that you would like to want again, I can always republish it if you want, to your attention, or to your attention, not you, or your attention, okay? Because I know that you would like to see that email again. Once in a while, I will be reposting email that I have already sent. You know why? It's because I just want to put an emphasis on those emails, because they are good, you know. They are good. I have a good aspect about those emails, you know. They represent you all, okay. I'm talking a lot about veterans, Canadian veterans, okay. I know the US American veterans are not well treated. This is just about like us here in Canada. We're not too well treated. As far as I'm concerned, myself, I'm getting a good pension from Veteran Affairs of Canada. Well, I cannot say I cannot say too much bad thing about Veteran Affairs of Canada, except that I have to say bad thing for us, not for us, but for you guys, okay? As for myself, I believe I am okay right now. I only have one more case to go, but I will try to get reopened later on, sometime during summer. But now I'm just taking a break. I'm doing all this kind of videos and this kind of emails just to make sure that I am into what I'm doing right now against the federal government, which are the fucking liberals. Myself, you know, I hate liberals big time. I hate liberal to eat them. I don't like liberal. The one for Mr. Justin Trudeau. I didn't like the one for Philip Couillard because he was a fucking jerk ass. I didn't like the one from Ontario, from Kathleen Vine. She was also a jerk ass. Now the PEI, they got rid of the liberal. Alberta, they got rid of the liberal. I'm very proud of it. I'm just hoping that BC will do the same thing. I don't know what's about Manitoba or Saskatchewan, but you know, we all had to get rid of liberal. I'm just hoping that the one we have in federal right now, the one for Mr. Trudeau, will be kicked out whenever comes the time for election. Mr. Trudeau, as I told you, I don't like you. I can't tell you that I hate you, but I don't like you. You know that, okay? Mr. Sergeant, it is about the same fucking shit. I'm not gonna tell you that I don't like you, but I hate you, okay? Well, there's a big difference between I don't like you or I hate you, and I'll let you define that, okay? I will let you find your own way about that. You have been Mr. Sergeant, you have been cheating D&D since the beginning of your career because you have been wearing a fucking turban on your head. And again, I'm seeing that again one more time, and there will be more time about that. Mr. Sergeant, you know, you were not you were not corresponding with the military discipline because you had long hair underneath of the turban, and according to the discipline of the D&D discipline, we all have to have short hair, but you had long hair. But no one wanted to check underneath of your turban. You know why? Because you were a damn officer, okay? That's what I'm saying. You were a damn officer. Myself, you know, I was a company sergeant major, and I didn't really like the CO where I went. I didn't really like the officers that I had to report to them. But myself, I was a good man. I liked my guys. I was working for my guys. I was protecting my guys big time. So it was not up to you to come on the floor and give shit to my guys, because it had to come through me first, okay? Well, enough talking about that. I just want to conclude this video talking about Omar Khadr again. You know, Omar Khadr, you have done something very bad for our country, for the Canada, or for our nation. You know what you have done? You had collected $10.5 million of dollars that came from directly our income tax that we have paid on our revenue. Okay, Omar Khadr, you know, you can be proud of what you have accomplished so far because you finally got what you wanted. I know that you wanted to sue the government, but you didn't have enough stuff to sue our own government because you were a murderer, okay? You murdered a fucking American soldier and you blinded another one, okay? So you could have got the prison for life. That's what people get here in Canada. If they commit murder, they have prison for life until they get 25 years in without going out, and they have the 25 years can be reconsidered. But I mean, Mr. Omar Khadr, you are a real criminal, a real war criminal, and right now you are free in Canada. But as far as I'm concerned, you should not be free, man. You should be in jail right now, okay? And people in jail should be giving you a hard time because that's the only thing you deserve, okay? So anyways, I'm just hoping that the Canada won't allow you to go to Abu Saudi, but since you'll be able to get your passport, the Canada won't be able to block you, okay? So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and there will be more coming